Every one of you who said I was a fake, I could kiss you. I could hug you.
A few moments later.
What would you have done, what would your dad have done if you'd acted like that in his ceremony?
I mean, I don't do that.
But you did it to me.
Because I know.
And that's why you gotta leave.
So that was a fucking lie.
This is really weird because I had no intentions of filming today, as you guys can see. I just got done doing a live stream and I already had a pre-scheduled video for you. I was looking cute, lashes, makeup, wig laid way better than it is right now. Honestly, I had to throw it all in the trash for this fucking craziness that I just saw today. You guys know what Vice is. Vice Network, Vice Land, Vice Magazine. I was introduced with Vice Magazine as a teenager. I always just viewed Vice as like that edgy, you know, like against the grain type of media outlet. I've just been noticing that they have been shifting a lot. There's this one show on Vice. I've seen it pop up in my recommended a few times. It's basically this guy. He is an ex-bank robber and he loved telling you that he's a fucking ex-bank robber.
It's no different than a bank robbery.
I've been a bank robber.
Bank robber, behind bars, you're robbing the bank.
He's an ex-bank robber turned ayahuasca shaman. Now, if you guys don't know what ayahuasca is, I was a very wild teenager. I've been around the block a few times, okay? I've never done ayahuasca. I was a little bitch. I'm still a little bitch. Ayahuasca is the strongest psychedelic / hallucinogen known to man. So they say. This man got out of jail and he started his own little church. Honestly, in my opinion, I really do feel like in the next maybe like 5 or 6, maybe 10 years, there's gonna be a different type of Vice documentary about the ayahuasca cult. There's just a lot of shady behavior going on. The first episode that I watched was mother and son trip together to get rid of mutual guilt. These people are bonding over the drug and stuff, and I'm not gonna lie as if it didn't take me back to my youth when I used to, you know, have my own little tribe of friends and we used to do psychedelics and used to have group therapy sessions amongst friends, you know, but not one of us ever crossed the line. We never crossed the line to call ourselves a therapist. This guy, however,
We can do in 2 days what conventional therapy may take years to do.
I do not know what it takes to become a shaman. I do not know what you have to do to become a shaman, but it just all seems to me like a dude in the woods getting people fucked up and just letting the drug do what it was gonna do already. If you let yourself go, regardless of what it is, you will start realizing things about yourself and you will start self-analyzing. That's with any psychedelic. What he does is he becomes that guide on the trip. And then another main thing that made me feel even more uneasy is ayahuasca is traditionally used by South American and Native American tribes from what I know. So seeing this white guy call himself an ayahuasca shaman, like off rip, it did make me kind of, you know, but I did go ahead and watch that mother and son trip together regardless of my judgments. You thought the video was about that? No. Vice decided to drop firing a shaman in training from ayahuasca ceremony, Kentucky ayahuasca. In this episode, okay, I noticed the like to dislike ratio is intense. As I'm looking at it right now, you got 934 likes and 651 dislikes. I went ahead and watched this and sure enough, he says some shit that a lot of people did not like. Basically, there is this girl who is coming from Colombia. She was the daughter of a shaman in her village and she wanted to come to the church that this man done opened. I don't even know this man's name. And she wanted to be an assistant shaman. This is a Colombian person like from the Amazon, like that's another thing. I thought with ayahuasca you're supposed to go to the Amazon jungle. These people are in fucking Kentucky. Anyway, they expect this girl to be able to trip on ayahuasca and lead a group. So they expect her to be in the trip as well and to help other people along their trip. My thing is, why would you have somebody demonstrate that amongst customers? Why put your clients at risk? And I say at risk because bank robber dude loves to say how much this girl put these people at risk. You're calling this girl an apprentice, but you're giving her shaman-like duties. So sure enough, they trip or whatever and she's feeling the ayahuasca and she's having a very individualized trip. Mind you, I also forgot to mention that she just had a baby. I wouldn't have done it if I was her, but she is the daughter of a shaman. She's done ayahuasca, so she's like, fuck it. So they're doing their shit and she decides she wants to go outside. I don't blame her. I'm one of those people too. Back when I used to do psychedelics, I need to be outside. I can't be in no fucking box. So she goes outside. While she's out there, other people in the group want to gravitate out there too. I mean, why? I don't blame them. That's when bro comes up aggressive as fuck and this happens.
To allow you, we're gonna need to start moving everything back inside.
so happy.
I know, but you're gonna have to move back inside for the rest of the evening.
Then I'm not going, man.
You're leading the group away somewhere I don't want.
I'm not going anywhere. This is like as far as I'm going. I will go inside when I'm ready, you know, but I can't just feel like I'm restricted.
I understand, but who's the shaman? And this is how we do everybody.
You teach. We're all our own shamans.
Really? I'm just asking you, please, just listen to me.
I'm good.
But I need them to go in there too.
They can go in there.
And we're a part of the group. Yes?
And the group came here.
You don't understand, Talawi, and it's okay. We'll talk tomorrow.
So I had mixed emotions because at first I was just like, okay, for one, you guys are tripping. You do not approach somebody with such a negative, powerful ass voice. She handled it so well though, and you know what's crazy? Her subconscious was like, I know more about this than you. Fast forward, you saw his little threat, talking about, I'm taught you, I'm taught you, Next day, he brings his wife and his wife's son. Mind you, his wife's son is so well mannered. He's so sweet. Like, he was my favorite person watching this. Just so sweet, so in tune with others. Like, he reminds me of a friend that I have who just like give you the fucking shirt off their back, just walking around. He doesn't give a fuck. You want to throw up in his bucket. That's a cool ass dude right there. And it gives me hope that he's going to be the next shaman of that church, because what happened at this table pissed me the fuck off.
Mother Aya shined a light on Talawi's heart where I was concerned. She was being her true self on what she felt about me, and she felt she was above me. And that's where I can't allow that kind of thinking to take off with this powerful of a substance in her hand.
He said, I could not allow her to think that she is above me because we're on this powerful substance. In that arrangement that he just made, basically when you have a powerful substance, what you're saying is there cannot be any leaders in order for there to be balance. So you're calling yourself a leader, but at the same time saying there can't be any leaders because this substance is so powerful. Why don't you just be fucking real with yourself and say that you didn't like the fact that you have a native from another country that actually has history with ayahuasca, has people who have been teaching her for years and years and years and years and years, and you just a fucking bank robber, yee ass dude. Like, let's be real. You're jealous. Like, you hating and you jealous, bro. You hating and you jealous.
Well, Talawi, I need to talk to you about last night. You and I were in some pretty strong conflict.
Were we?
Yes, we were. I can't have that in my ceremony tonight. And I can't have any chance of that in my ceremony tonight.
Sounds good.
I am the chief shaman.
I respect, you know, whatever you decide.
I understand, but last night there was a lot of disrespect shown.
I'm me and me, you know, and I feel like I'm now being also respected for who I am, because you're not allowing me to be me.
No, I'm allowing you to be my apprentice.
Dude, I'm drinking ayahuasca.
So am I.
I'm also feeling and allowing myself be through the journey, and you're restricting me from being.
And as a medicine person, you're always a medicine person, whether you're journeying or not.
Yeah,
and the group comes
exactly.
first.
Yeah.
And I was moving you inside for the safety of the group.
Now that is one point I will agree with him on. Regardless of if you're tripping or not, if this is something that you wanted to do, you should be able to turn on medicinal mode at all times. You should be nurse at all time, doctor at all time, if this is the type of profession you want. I can see both sides in the sense where it's, if you go into somebody's house, you go into somebody's church, you respect their rules. He did specifically say, do not go outside. She went outside. She was coherent. She's not no newbie. She's done ayahuasca before. Like, she knew what he was saying. She just did not fucking care. I don't blame her. If you are raised in a culture that shows you how to do something, and you come somewhere and you got somebody who don't know jack shit about anything other than to just, you know, rub somebody's hand and Google online, how do you deal with PTSD? Google online, how do you deal with this? And then just say a script to people. Like, I wouldn't take him seriously either. I would laugh at his ass too. Like, bro, shut the fuck up. Ain't nothing bad gonna happen to us sitting on this damn porch. And sure enough, guess what happened the next day? He brought all the people outside. So you yelled at her for bringing people outside, but then you bring people outside. He needs to stop, because all he talks about is comparing ayahuasca, a natural thing given to human beings and animals, from the earth and comparing it to fucking bank robberies.
Bank robber.
It's like, who is this man? And Vice, you really like Vice? Is this really, like, this is really the direction y'all? I would much rather watch Action Bronson's old problematic ass in front of a dingy ass green screen than watch this dude make a mockery of a lot of people's religion. He even compared his little backwoods scenery to the Amazon.
To be honest with you, I consider this right here to be the Amazon of America. Right here in the state of Kentucky, in this forest, I feel like I'm the father of the forest in the Amazon of America.
Like, there is a fine line between appreciation and appropriation. This is some like, this just gave me cultural appropriation tease, because you have somebody that's coming from an indigenous place sharing indigenous practices, and then here you go. I'm about to read these comments. I'll comment. It always sucks to see this kind of stuff get turned into some cheap gimmick and commercialized. Exactly. The reason why I don't like this show and I don't like that it's being commercialized and stuff, because it's just showing this idea of like, I need drugs to help me get off the drugs, because he does like doing a lot of recovering addicts and stuff too. This man lied right to the faces of this group when saying white girl left. Not exactly the type of man I want leading me spiritually. So that also did happen. I did not show that clip, but I'll insert it here.
I really love Talawi, I do. Talawi's heart is in a good place. It's her ego that got blown up. It's her immaturity that got in the driver's seat.
A few moments later.
Now then, Talawi is not with us tonight because she had some family issues come up and she had to go.
Talawi out of the group for following Mother Aya outside to feel more connected to the earth, more comfortable, and then he has the ceremony outside the next day. Exactly. Like, dude was just mad that the group had followed her and liked her vibes more than his. Exactly, because her vibes seemed so much more relaxing. She was shaking like freaking maracas and shit. Like, that's what I would want. If I went on an ayahuasca retreat, I would want to go to Native Americans. I would want to go to South America. People of that culture actually lead my trip. I would not want to be with no fucking Shaman Steve. Someone said that dude is all bad vibes. I don't care what y'all have to say. Oh my God, somebody said this guy has dead eyes. Very similar to a shark. Nothing there. Just blank. That's fucking scary. Why does he keep bringing up the bank robbery?
Bank robber.
Oh, and another sad thing is they had one dude in there who was an ex-cult member, and so he decided to go to the church. And somebody in the comments said, so Tim left his family cult to join another cult. Guys, if you've never seen this show, like, watch it amongst your own will, but if you feel like some weird tease because of Shaman Steve, I wouldn't be surprised if something comes out in the next 5 to 10 years. I'm calling it right now. This is the thing. In this exact episode, there was somebody in here who was a sexual assault survivor. It's weird to me that these people are using the ayahuasca for like a PTSD potion. There will be times where I'm just doing the laundry and I get a light bulb flashback. There'll be times where I smell certain things, flashback. There'll be times where like I'll hear a certain song, flashback. No amount of ayahuasca can heal that. And this guy is basically trying to market ayahuasca as a life-term cure. And that's not true. It's the same with any type of hallucinogen or psychedelic. You feel good and you feel open for a good while, but if you do not actually fix those things in yourself, because these people like to make it seem like you do the ayahuasca, you're fixing the inside and you're doing this. No, just saying something out loud is not fixing it. And I also don't like how this show denounces rehab centers and doctors and psychiatrists. That's not cool, because you're basically saying, fuck those doctors that went years and years and years to get these degrees and all this shit. Come to me, I robbed a fucking bank.
Bank robber.
So you guys see why I had to come on here, no makeup, wig sliding to the back of my goddamn neck to fucking say this. Yeah, this show is fucking crazy. Vice has been going downhill for some time now. I really used to like Vice. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's just the YouTube channel or what, but this ain't it, Vice. Let me know how you guys feel about this. Let me know if any of you guys have watched any of the other episodes. How do I personally feel about ayahuasca? I do feel like ayahuasca is a medicine, but I also feel like we have seen in the past how certain people use hallucinogens to have control over people. And I'm not going to say that these people are like that person, because you know what person I'm talking about, but I feel like history repeats itself and we need to be very fucking aware as a people. I'm out this piece, guys. Let me know how you feel about this in the comments below. And if you guys have anything else you want me to react to, do not be afraid to suggest it in my forum. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.